Good morning, everyone. Irene here from Admin Army, back for our next Xero tip. So the tip I'm going to show you today is around cash coding. So if you come into your bank account for reconciliation, you'll see that there is this little tab next to the Reconcile tab called cash coding. Now this is a great feature if your Xero account is a little bit out of control and you have hundreds of transactions that need to be reconciled and brought up to date. Because what I'm about to show you is the way that you are able to bulk code some of those transactions. However, I would not recommend using this feature if you are using Xero to store electronic copies of all of your receipts, because from this screen you don't have the ability to add the receipt to a transaction. However, if you do this and you want to add a receipt to a transaction, you're able to access that transaction via the accounts transaction screen later on. So what we have here is effectively it looks a bit like an Excel spreadsheet, and the benefit of this is that you are actually able to sort by the various categories. So if I select payee, we now have all similar transactions grouped together. If you have any bank rules for your bank account, these will automatically be suggested to you. So we can see here that office expenses, Miss Corner Store, so 7-Eleven has a bank rule set up, and we can see that Xero has pre-populated that information. What you're then able to do is, from this screen, come in and add accounts. So say, for example, this one is training. There's no training account. We'll just call it consulting in this instance. And what Xero does is when we save this at the end, you will see that that transaction is automatically created. But the real benefit of cash coding is that you can actually select a transaction and hold your shift key down and select the end transaction. So I've selected all of the Central City parking transactions. And you can, once they're all selected, in the description, put the description in the top one, and it will automatically pre-populate for all of those transactions. So if you have a lot of transactions that are similar, that all need to be reconciled and are of a similar nature, so obviously Central City parking is always going to be a parking expense, you can come in and bulk reconcile those and save yourself a whole heap of time. Once you've coded everything on this screen, and you don't have to do every single transaction, you're able to select the Save and Reconcile Selected transaction. The 5 transactions that I had selected have now all reconciled successfully and dropped off the list. The other option is if you don't have any transactions selected, it will give you Save and Reconcile All, and that will reconcile any transactions, so the 2 7-Eleven ones, that you have coded or have already been pre-coded by bank rules. So as I say, I don't recommend using this as your everyday solution, but it's a great way to get your Xero account up to date if you have fallen a bit behind with your coding. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to drop them below this video or send them through to me, and I'm happy to help. Awesome. Have a great day. Bye.